YouTube, Stack44 coming in with another video. 10 things that should turn a man off about a woman. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen and hit that notification bell as well, and you'll get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right into this video. 10 things that should turn a man off about a woman. You know, at the end of the day, I tell you guys to self-improve, be the best version of yourself. You have your plan, your purpose, and your program. And part of your program is understanding that you got to have boundaries, guys. You got to have standards that you believe in, and you don't budge for nobody. You got to understand that this is who I want to let in my life. You know, I'm working on my plan and working on my purpose, and I'm working on my program. And your program is to let people in your life that meets the requirements to be in your life. You know, because at the end of the day, when you level up, you're going to lose people and you're going to gain people. And you got to know when it's time to gain a woman in your life, what type of qualities she needs to have. So I made a list of 10 qualities that I look for in a woman that she shouldn't have. And let's talk about these 10. But if we flip this list around from 1 to 10, the woman probably wouldn't have had a chance in the first place. But we're going to be nice enough to just go through 10 on up to 1 and understand how this list works. Number 10, too much social media. You know, now if they're a social media junkie, always on Instagram, always on Snapchat, always on Facebook, Twitter, and they just can't put the phone down, how that gonna look when you're in a relationship with a woman? You know, at the end of the day, social media is a delusional space, a delusional world, and it kind of messes people's mind up. So at the end of the day, if she's not using it for business purposes, or basically, you know, doing a picture for family and friends every once in a while, or, you know, doing, you know, activity that she's promoting something, then, you know, at the end of the day, you might have to cut your losses with this female, because at the end of the day, she wants validation from a lot of strangers that she don't even know, or validation from people, period. Number 9, too many personal questions when they first meet you. You know, at the end of the day, when a woman meets a man, you should have a couple standard questions that you have for a man in their interaction. But if you're giving a man a drill sergeant, you know, just drilling him with this and drilling him with that, how many kids you got, or, you know, where you work at, how long you been at your job, what you drive, and all that, all those questions, you know, are like way too much, because at the end of the day, she could be a simp hunter or a gold digger or want to be a sugar baby or whatever it may be. You have to watch these questions from a woman. So number 8, fake hair, fake nails, fake lashes. Too much of that. Now, at the end of the day, it's nothing wrong when a woman has to, you know, do a sew-in or wear a wig or anything. But when you have too much fake things on you, what that tells you about you, you covering up your face with a bunch of caked up makeup, what is that telling me? When you take that off, who are you? You know, you take all that off, that's the mask. You know what I mean? And you have a physical mask and she has a mental mask. What mask are you wearing? What that tells me about you as a person. You should want to recognize real, and if it's too much fake and you're real, you're going to walk away from the fake. So that's number 8. Number 7, I do have my list down here. Too many questions after having sex. Now, sometimes when a man has sex with a woman, or a woman has sex with a man, it should be a mutual understanding that we're being intimate together, and that's what it is. Now, when a woman starts asking, after sex, you're not going to talk to me no more, or, you know, just get insecure, asking crazy-ass questions, you have to look at her like, well, this must have happened to you multiple times, that you didn't have sex with a guy and he had ghosted you. And now you're giving me to go ahead to ghost you as well, because at the end of the day, you should not be insecure about the action that we just took and when we just did it or whenever we did it. Because at the end of the day, that's a turnoff. That shows lack of insecurity. That shows insecurity in a woman and shows that she's been played by a bunch of guys. So watch that. If a woman started to freak out after sex, then that's not a good thing. Number 6, too many tattoos. Now, I know I have tattoos. I like women with tattoos. But if you got too many tattoos, you got to think about what you're going to look like when you get older. And also, if if you're a guy, you got a lot of tattoos, and she got a lot of tattoos, maybe that works for you guys. But most standard guys that don't want a woman with a bunch of tattoos, bunch of sleeves, bunch of this, bunch of that, because at the end of the day, it's not a turn on. When you walking down, if you ever say I'm gonna marry a woman and she's walking down the aisle, you want her to have a dress with her arms out, looking all clean and pure and looking nice. But if she got all them damn tattoos, well, she probably won't get to the altar anyway. She had them damn tattoos with me. But I'm just being honest, though. But it is people out there that match each other with tattoos, man and woman. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, for certain guys, too many tattoos and too many bad or too many crazy areas will turn a man off. I know the tramp stamp was big in the 90s. Some guys don't, look at it like that. Some guys look at it like you might be in a whore. I ain't saying I look at it like that, but I'm just saying some guys look at certain tattoos in certain areas as a woman being hot girl, summer girl. So let's go on, moving on to number 5. Lack of cooperation. And what I mean by this is you start dating a certain someone, and you're going on the 5th or 6th date, and the guy done paid for all the dates. And at some point, as a woman, they should want to sit here and say either I got this date, or they want to say, hey, come over here, I'll make you dinner. Come over here, I'll bring you a plate. Do something to be, show cooperation that you appreciate this guy's, his time and his money, because that's the most important thing a man has in this world. Everybody has it in the world is their choices and their time, and he chooses to be with you, so that's his time and his money to deal with. And you have to show cooperation that I basically appreciate you, dating you and getting to know you, and you spending time and money with me, then I have to do something as well. So if a woman don't want to show you no cooperation when you're dealing with her, then you have to cut your losses, because at the end of the day, all you're going to be doing is spending without getting nothing in return. And, and if it is in return, it's pity sex. So moving on to number 4. Flaking on dates and not being accountable for when she flakes. So basically I'm saying she's taking a granted of your time. You set up the date for Saturday night. She flakes on you Friday evening or Saturday morning and says her dog's sick or something crazy happened, but she don't reschedule the date to try to compromise of the disappointment of the situation that came up. That shows you that she was not into you anyway. She was just doing something just to do something. So make sure if a woman actually, cancel a date, make sure you put the ball in her court to reschedule this. If not, you go do what you want to do. You go live in abundance. You go out. You do what you have to do as a man. You don't go, oh, she flaked on me, and go roll up in the bed and be all sad. You go do what you want to do and go be you. You know what I mean? Go work on yourself. Number 3, too many texts, not enough phone conversation. I believe this is a way to understand a person's personality, judge their charisma, judge who they are as a person. Because when you put a person on the spot on the phone, you understand who they are. Now, this is similar to what I'm trying to tell you guys about YouTube. Is, you listen to looking at guys' videos. I don't edit my videos. I basically know what I want to say. Sometimes I take a little notes if it's a list like this one, and I say what I want to say, what I have to say to you guys. But if you guys ever catch me on Grown Man Business panel and the question come to me, I answer the question as good as I can. And that's the difference between what I'm saying about judging people, their real and their fakeness. A lot of guys on YouTube are using a script, and they're getting you guys into their subscriptions by drawing you in. But if you put these guys on a panel and ask them a straight up question, they can't answer because it's not scripted. Same thing with women. If you text them, they got time to understand how I'm gonna answer this text. But if you talk to them on the phone or in person, they don't have time to sit back and think about that question. They got to answer it straight up. So don't get too much into texting. Try to get a person on the phone or in person to understand their charisma or who they are as a person. or if they're real or not. You know what I mean? And that's what I have to say about that one. Number two, don't take care of their mental health or their physical health. If a person is not taking care of their physical health, you shouldn't be attracted to them anyway, especially if you're doing it yourself. And also, if a person is not taking care of their mental, they're not growing, they're not continuing in school or trying to evolve as a person, work on their finances and their credit, and continue to, evolve as a person, and, read certain books or tell you something educated about them, that they growing or how they growing, or have a testimony about themselves and about how they grew in their life, then you need to get rid of them anyway. So that's number two, no mental and no physical, health at all. Number one, and finally number one is no spiritual connection with God, no spiritual connection, period. And that means a person that don't probably believe in God, don't follow God, and don't follow your religion, or not willing to learn it. Now, some people are willing to learn religion or learn what Most High you respect, and you have to see if this person are on the same spiritual realm as you, or open to be on a spiritual journey as you as well. And then this is a make and break situation. But number one is basically, is basically being spiritual. But that's my list of, what could turn a man off about a woman, or what should turn a man off about a woman. And if you selling out, dealing with women like this, at the end of the day, it's nothing good going to come out of this situation. At the end of the day, you will be lost. You will be in a situation that you don't want to be in, and you will not be happy with who you're dealing with this situation. So make sure you put up your boundaries. You respect yourself as a man. And that's basically all I want to say in this video. So let's stack up our lives. Let's attack our lives. If y'all listen to this video again, go ahead and listen to this video again. Share it, like it, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.